Hello, welcome to Dr. Mo's blog. Today we are going to be discussing about coping with terminal disease like cancer. What should you do to cope with terminal disease such as cancer? The first thing is to accept it, the diagnosis. But before you do this, you must try and get a second opinion to make sure that there is no misdiagnosis and you have not been misled. So once you are able to confirm your diagnosis in as many places as you want, then it's about time you accepted this. And as soon as you accept it, the first thing you want to do is to learn more about the disease and its treatment. So you will try and learn more about the disease. You Google and read about the disease, read about all the treatment options, and read about locations that you can get the best kind of treatment. And eventually, you might even end up knowing more about the disease than your physician. So what you do is you discuss with him, discuss the option of referrals, discuss the option of what range of treatment you are going to receive, discuss with him whether you need any treatment at all. Because sometimes the treatment for some of these terminal diseases can be more lethal than the disease itself. The second thing that you need to do is to inform your family. Now, you need to inform your family, let them know what your situation is all about, and you will be surprised the kind of family support you'll get, both financial and emotional. And they will lift some of the burdens that they usually impose of you, some of the stresses that you usually take, so that you can have time to cope with the disease. It's also important for you to inform your employer about the situation on ground. Now, having done that, the next thing you are going to do is to connect with people who have similar diseases, okay? So that you can learn what they have been through, the mistakes they have made. You can learn about successes and failures. You can even learn more about what they did to cope with the disease, what other alternative or supportive things that they did that made them to survive this illness. You will learn a lot by talking, so you connect with them and you have a roundtable discussion, connect with them, talk with them, educate yourselves about the condition. Now, the third thing you need to do when you have terminal disease is that whether you're on treatment or not, you need to take care of yourself because as a person with cancer, you are susceptible to other diseases. Like, people who had cancer eventually didn't die of the cancer, but they died from COVID-19 complications. This is because maybe they lost interest in life and they were not taking good care of themselves and they were not eating well and they were not doing things that they needed to do to remain healthy. Sometimes you can have a cancer that will take 10 to 15 years, if at all, to kill you. And so you might outlive the cancer and die from another problem. But if you take care of yourself very well, take your food, take all the recommendations that are given by doctors, and sometimes that will help. Now, there are other things, social events, uh, sports, exercise, to the extent that you are able. Don't stop going to church, stop doing activities, socialize as much as possible. People don't even have to know if you don't want them to know, but you socialize, remain normal, okay? Uh, Sexual activities, you can continue with sexual activities as long as they are not awkward or cause you to have more pain, okay? So you can continue with this, and you'll find out that sometimes the cancer goes away. Now, there are other things that people do, like people recommend ketogenic diet, people recommend glucose-free diets, people recommend fasting, but those uh, parameters, those treatment modalities have not come into mainstream uh, medical practice. But there are people who have done this and somehow they were able to survive cancers which have been prognosticated to kill them within 2 or 3 months. So nothing stops you from trying some of these things as long as you do not overdo it and harm yourselves. Now, what are the other things that you can do? Now, it has been proven that spirituality and meditation helps to reduce the stress levels. And the more stressed you are, the more likely that you're going to succumb to this disease. So continue to go to church if you're a Christian or a Muslim, whatever religion you are. Be more spiritual, okay? And go closer to your Creator. Give yourself time to pray and meditate and read the scriptures, whichever you belong to, if it's the Quran or the Bible or the Vedic scriptures. All these things you can do to help remove stress from you. And it has been shown that this does not only reduce the suffering of people who have terminal disease, but it also helps them to survive the disease. Another thing that you must do is exercise. Continue to do exercise as much as your body can tolerate. Relaxation techniques. Well, there are specialists that can teach you how to relax. You know, when you are under stress, you are in sympathetic dominance, stress mode. Your cortisol levels are high. And all these things tend to depress the immune system, which will help you to fight the cancer. So if you meet experts that can teach you how to relax, to bring down your heart rate, to bring down the secretion of harmful hormones like cortisol, like like adrenaline, keeps you in parasympathetic dominance. You'll be able to better tolerate this cancer. Another thing that you can do is breathing exercises, okay? Breathing exercises. That also helps. And then another thing you can do is dancing or movement. So you can choreograph and dance, you know, the dances uh, that are not too stressful on your body. It will also help you to it will also boost your immune system and help you to survive. So finally, you can also take up new vocations. Yeah? Travel, learn new things. You can learn new languages. You can learn new arts. All these things will help you to cope with the disease and will help to boost your immunity and improve your chances of survival. Please hit the subscribe button, share, hit the notification bell, and see you in the next video.